am 11 years old and I have climbed Mount Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro Goliathi, Amu Goliathi, Kilimanjaro Goliathi, Amu Goliathi, Kilimanjaro Goliathi, Amu Goliathi.
The story of Kilimanjaro started with our trainings in August. We had a few objectives. One was to form a team of climbers. So we started recruiting people, and secondly, we had to make sure that their physical condition was adequately prepared for the climb. Thirdly, we also had to make sure that people had the right equipment and kits for the climb.
You're going up. No, you're going up now, no? You just remain where you are. Look. You've been doing what?
Jump. Yeah, come. Hey, make it a come. Yeah, here, come here. Yeah, come. Hey. You're too close. Come. Jump.
We have been training for the last 5 months in various parts of Kenya, Elephant Hill, Longonot, the Aberdares, Williamson. Oh my goodness, it's been a journey, all to come and climb the Kilimanjaro.
I think the climbs and the preparation was quite interesting, but the first hike was a big challenge. The Kijabe Kinale Hill was the first of the series, and I think it was the toughest for me. But after that, everything that came after that was quite easy.
We have 35 climbers, and we all intend to get to the rooftop of Africa, all for a good cause. For many people, the Kilimanjaro is on the bucket list. I mean, this is the rooftop of Africa. If you're gonna go any higher on your 2 feet, it's gonna be the Kilimanjaro.
Fishing.
Imagine I enjoyed
You start off on the first day with an easy climb through the rainforest. Heavy trees, very densely, forest, and it's really cool. If there are streams and waterfalls, and you stop every time to look at monkeys and flowers and touch the trees because it's just amazingly beautiful. And then you get to Mandara, which is the first camp, and you camp there in Bandas for one night. There are three sets of people you walk with on the mountain, Kilimanjaro. They are the porters. These are the guys who carry your baggage to the top, way ahead of you. That includes your sleeping bags, all your snacks you're going to eat, change of clothing, water. They're porters. Then you have cooks. Cooks also go way ahead of you to prepare your meals. So when you get there, you got tea, coffee, drinking chocolate, and then they cook meals and you have a great supper with your friends. And then there are guides. Guides are people who walk with you every step of the way. And you spend so much time with your guide on this mountain. You talk about everything. By the time you come down, you've developed a relationship with your guide. After Mandara, you get into the savannah. These are small bushes. They are shorter. It's more sparsely populated in terms of the forestry. A little rocky, lots of rocks. So on this day, whereas on the first day you can do well with your sneakers, but on this day you really need your hiking boots on because there are so many rocks. Now, on this day is when we say you knock on Heaven's Gate and then you go past through Heaven's Gate, because this is when you get into the clouds. If you see around, you'll see we are approaching, literally getting into the clouds. It's so misty, it's so cold now. Your gloves come out, your warm hats, woolens come out, mittens. From now henceforth, you keep this very, very close to you.
The first 2 days were very difficult because my fever really rose, my blood pressure shot up, My body rejected any cold drink, and we needed at least 4 to 5 liters of water every day. I found that I could not take any cold drink. I was relying on hot tea every evening and in the morning.
What I can say about the climb is the experience, just the pushing yourself to limits, it's shocking. When I was going up there and I was going up rocks and I was like, who sent me here? Why am I doing this? Why did I even pay to do this? Really, I should be paid. I'm suffering here. Within 2 hours, I'd already started asking the guide, so are we almost there? I was already exhausted. What I didn't know is that I had another 10 hours ahead of me.
We are now in Horombo Peak, and which is 3,750 meters. It was a long way. We are very well enjoying so far the flora, the fauna, the neatness, the cleanliness of the camps. Everything is very nice, and we are enjoying also the guides. They are really taking good care of all of us, and hope to see the summit day after tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock with all of us together.
The journey has been long. We have done it, and what is remaining now, it's easier than where you're coming from, because when we began the journey at the bottom of Kilimanjaro, when we were entering, it was more of like what you're used to do with the hikes we've been having when you're preparing. So having done 3,700 at that height is the highest I've ever been in Kenya, because Kinagot, it's more or less the same height, and this kind of temperature, this kind of altitude, this kind of terrain is not normal, but you've been able to come. Oh, look at this, wonderful.
Stara imeisha.
Eka trans bana.
Climbing Kilimanjaro is a big challenge. Of course, it is also an adventure of a kind, but I think really the big thing is the challenge. See, life is full of challenges, and putting yourself through difficult situations make you a stronger person. Kilimanjaro is one of the things that is considered a challenge, and not many achieve to do it.
I think climbing Kilimanjaro was a personal challenge to everyone who climbed Kilimanjaro, over and above the speed and the beauty of the mountain. Having your mind take you from Kibo to Uhuru, beyond everything else the mountain throws at you, the lack of toilets, the guides of course who sing very depressing songs.
Yo mama, 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 yo mama. Utoni analilia nini? Yo analilia nini? Wageni wanalilia uhuru, wageni wanalilia uhuru. Acha wakaone wenyewe, acha wakaone wenyewe. Pole pole tutakwenda, pole pole tutakwenda.
It's burning hot.
About the climb itself, I would say it was challenging. At night, there's people above you, people below you are just seeing lights, and you are just not getting to the top. Your water starts freezing, so you don't have any water to drink. Your hands start freezing, your toes start freezing.
I have no words. There is no particular word that I could use to say the climb was this way or that way.
It was rocky, it was hard, but I never had any injury, and I'm so happy that most of the team, they were quite optimistic. They were looking forward to see themselves, everybody at Uhuru.
But I'm here, I can't believe it. Almost getting emotional. Media here. Oh my God. But I'm here. Spectacular.
Thank God.
Yeah. We did it. We're going to do it again. Next stop, Uhuru Point.
I fought against myself to reach the Uhuru peak. I can tell you it was very difficult.
It was so bad for me because my chest was so congested. Coming down was longer than what is expected. There's this other song that they kept singing for us when we were going up the mountain. I do not ever want to hear that song again. It's terrible.
The
climb itself, I must say, it's something that I cannot describe because nothing prepares you for that. You have to go and experience it. You have to just see it to believe it. Because as much as somebody will describe for you what they felt and how it was, you can't, they can't get you there. You have to go and do it. It's something that I encourage a lot of people to do. You have to be committed. You're pushed to the maximum when you're up there, and it changes you. There's something about yourself that change. Personally, my outlook towards life, I think, has changed too, because you tend to appreciate a lot of things that maybe you took for granted. So that is something I got from that.
Kili was tough. It was really tough. The altitude, sickness got me really. I had no energy in the last night, the summit night. But it was tough, but we managed.
Every step we were making, everybody who came to this trip was making a difference. So through our energy, the resources and our sweat, because even we could not be able to take shower for the last 5 days. So for this, because of the good cause.
Distance looked much longer. In fact, this was the longest distance I have ever covered on my 2 feet. It felt like 100 kilometers. Each step was magnified. The body was struggling. The weather, against the weather condition, the wind, there were many challenges.
On Faith, we were talking about how you see ourselves at Uhuru, but we didn't know that the challenges you come across or we will encounter on the way.
It was tough. Whatever preparations, whatever imaginations, whatever expectations that I had were not what I've seen. It's more than what I could have ever imagined. To reach the summit, the climb until reaching the summit, the explanation is you completely die. I died. I literally died. I died up there. And I opened my eyes and I saw I was in heaven. I died and I saw I was all in white. White is heaven. I died and went to heaven and got my life back and got down again. That's what it was. The climb was dying, going to heaven and coming down again.
There's no better feeling than getting to Uhuru, Point Uhuru. It was very emotional. And it was very beautiful, let me add, it was very beautiful.
It is a great fulfillment when you reach Uhuru. You find that you have highest level of endurance. You have challenged your physical fitness, but above all, you have proven to yourself that nothing is impossible. And that is the lesson that one gets going to Kilimanjaro, that any mountain with the right strategy, with the right determination and preparedness can be overcome.
One of the things that people tell you about Kili when you climb it, you remember the good times, but you also remember some of the bad times and some of the hard times, but you try and put it behind because the good times, the hard times just kind of help you define your limits. And that's what the climb for Kili was. Figuring out where your limits are and actually going beyond those limits.
The mountain has so many lessons on life that no matter how much preparation you have in life, there are things which will happen which are beyond your control. But you just take them as they come, you know. Things will never go according to plan. That's how life is, you know.
I would like to thank the guides we had. I've seen wonderful people. I would like to thank Black Hammock. I would like to thank Munyaka. I would like to thank Duncan, who are from Black Hammock, who really made sure that we made it.
The journey has been both personal as well as, you know, a duty to humanity.
I'm always ready to give. Not me, any Rotarian, any person who decided to be a Rotarian.
And support the polio campaign by Rotary International. I have enjoyed the climb. I've also fulfilled one of my lifetime objectives of scaling the mountain. It was good, it was fantastic.
It was an amazing experience. It was both tough but doable, a mental challenge, and I did this as part of a fundraising initiative for the Rotary.
I'm doing not only for myself to reach the summit, there's somebody who's going to benefit from it. I liked that.
So it challenged me, even as I climbed Kilimanjaro, to give thanks to what I have, and of course to also give more to Rotary in my time and money, so that others can have the basic things we take for granted.
That was the most amazing experience for me also, to know that I did something more than just reach the peak of Africa. I also have helped other people make their lives better, and hopefully these are the same people who will climb Kilimanjaro and have an experience like mine.
We summited, and it's such a great feeling for us to go up the mountain and knowing that this climb is making a difference in people's lives.
The money we are raising through this initiative is going to go through the 6 areas of focus. One of them being water and sanitation. We have water projects in Kajiado. 20 schools we want to do rainwater harvesting. We also have 12 schools in Kivagala, after a model we successfully implemented in Kivagala Secondary School, where we implemented boreholes, greenhouses. We had a mentorship program. We have toilet facilities for the, students, fish ponds. So that's water and sanitation. And maternal and child, we have clinics in Korogosho that we are adopting to implement this. And we would like to make sure that every mother has a great chance of seeing her child born in a health facility that is well equipped with trained staff, and that the child has got the best chances of survival. Early education and literacy. We have a school we support in the slums of Korogosho, and we adopt every year students from the slums and give them scholarships to high school and university.
Man, I'm done. I'm not coming back here again.
Mugo, do you know anyone else who was hallucinating on the mountains?
No, I don't know. What hallucinating?
Joseph!
Yeah.
Tell the story, man.
What did you see in your dream?
Not dreams.
He was attacked by a swarm of flies, I think.
He was being bothered by a fly on the summit.